No, I mean, like I said last night, it was an unbelievable series. Our team played extremely hard. You know, they stuck together. They did little things well. It's tough. It's tough to win three. It's tough to close out a team. So, but I was certainly proud of our effort last night. And watching the game today on film, it's we played hard. Last night was probably the best game of the series that we played, which we needed it to be. So it's a game decider. So it's really big for us.
Kendall, for the team to get that win on the road, first win on the road of the series, and now starting the finals on the road, just that confidence and carrying that momentum.
Yeah, I think just to echo what Coach Klee said, I think it was just such an awesome effort last night. It takes every single person on this team to win a game, and especially to win a series. And I think we did that in the 5 games that we had. And we're looking forward to getting off to Boston today and hitting the road. Not leaving the road, we're staying on the road and going to Boston from here.
Kelly, welcome your thoughts on the series and maybe just the what will become a growing rivalry now with an American counterpart in Boston.
Yeah, I think just an exciting series to be a part of. It's the first time for a lot of us being a part of a 5-game series like that, and to get the final win on the road in a Toronto in front of a great crowd. It was awesome, just an awesome atmosphere to be a part of. Awesome to be a part of now the first Walter Cup final against Boston, and that's something with this league. Every team's played each other so many times that a lot of the faces on the other teams, but at the end of the day, it's going to always be about ourselves and making sure we come as best prepared as we can.
Lee, for you, maybe just a thought about the team's overcoming its adversity to persevere and now have this opportunity.
Yeah, definitely very proud of our group and the way we battled back, not just in the series, but in each game with the ebbs and flows. We had a group that didn't quit. We knew what we needed to do, and we were committed to sticking to that. And I'm really happy with the results.
Thank you all. We'll take questions now. Folks, if you do have a question, please use Zoom console to raise your digital hand. I'll call on you individually to unmute and proceed with your questions. Please introduce yourself and the outlet that you are representing. We will begin with Rachel Blunt, please.
Hi, Rachel Blount from the Minneapolis Star-Tribune. For Kendall, could you describe for us just the emotions of the past several weeks? This has been such a crazy run where you lost to 7 in a row, and I think even your fans were thinking this might be the end of the line for you guys. And then you pull it together, you win the 3 to make the finals. Can you just tell us from inside the team what that was like, how you guys stayed together through a very tough losing streak and then righted yourself to have a great win streak?
Yeah, I think our group never lost faith. I think it's easy to lose faith when things aren't going well. But I think, the energy in the room, the energy at practice, was never lost based on the results we had towards the end of the season. And so I think we all know what we're capable of as individuals and collectives. And I think we proved that this series. And there may have been some fans in Minnesota that lost a little bit of faith, but we have no doubt that the state of hockey will show up when we get back to Minnesota. They've been the greatest fans this year. And I think, it was tough. We were away. There was the World Championship pause, and then we had a big home stretch in March, and then we basically had 1 game before the playoff series. So I know it was tough. They didn't really get to see us too much, but we've earned the opportunity for them to be able to see us again, and we know they'll show up when we get back there.
Any follow-up, Rachel?
Yeah, actually, I do have a second question that I would like to ask Lee. Boston was talking about how the trade benefited them, that Susanna really added to their lineup. How did the trade benefit Minnesota? What has Sophie brought to your lineup?
Yeah, obviously, Tap is a great player, and we were sad to see her go. But Sophie Jakes, she's an awesome young player, incredibly talented, and I just think we were looking for that sort of offensive defenseman. And she just has something special. She has that knack, that gift. And it's been really fun to see her continue to grow. And just like I said, she made an impact right away. But she's someone we rely on both defensively and offensively.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rachel. Tyler, cool, please.
Cool daily face-off. This question can go for Lee first because you're back there near her crease all the time. Maddie Rooney starts game 2. Obviously, Minnesota loses, but then she pitches back-to-back shutouts and comes up clutch there in game 5. Just talk about, with the fact that you've played 2 goaltenders so much the entire season, how important Rooney was playing 4 games in a row and, really standing on her head.
Yeah, we've been fortunate all year. We've had 2 incredible goaltenders. But it's really exciting to see Maddie take these last games and just play her heart out. She's been absolutely what we've needed back there. When we've given up chances, we know she's there to keep us in it. And it's been astounding to see how she's been playing and just the confidence she has. It's been really fun to watch.
And a follow-up question here for Coach Klee. Coach, Kendall mentioned there the support Minnesota has had for this hockey club, but obviously in the playoffs, it seems like maybe it's because it was just a quick turnaround. The ticket sales maybe quite weren't as much as they were during the regular season. You're closer to the powers that be. What have you known about what this team is trying to do to make sure when games 3 and 4 go to Minnesota there that the XL Energy Center is loud and full?
Yeah, I mean, we're excited. Like Kendall said, our fans have been great all year. I mean, we've had unbelievable attendance. But it's tough when you get away for a while. Obviously, we know things happen, but we're just excited that we know we've got another home game at least coming up. So we're really excited about it to be able to get home, play on our home ice. We know we'll have a great turnout once we get back.
All right, thank you all.
Krista, please.
Thanks for doing this, guys. Carissa from CBC Sports in Canada. Just another question about Maddie Rooney. Obviously we didn't see her get drafted. Haven't seen her maybe have as many opportunities with USA Hockey recently. What is it, do you think, it is about her personally that's kind of seen her be so resilient and perform as well as she has when she's had the opportunity in this series?
Want to go, Kel?
Yeah, I can take this one. Yeah, it's how she plays hockey is kind of how she is as a person too. Like she's very calm and resilient. And I think I've been able to kind of be alongside the journey with her since 2017. And so to see her kind of go through the ebbs and flows of her career it's been hard at times. It's been hard as a friend, as a teammate, to see her kind of go through ups and downs. And as a goaltender, it's hard to play that position when only, one goalie gets the crease every single night. And especially in the international level, it can go in waves. And she obviously was at the highest of highs in 2018 and had, a ton of confidence. And to see her battle back and battle through all that and go through being undrafted, and I think it's a testament to her and Nicole Hensley, like their relationship as goalie partners. They support each other really well. And again, it's just such a unique position, but for her to kind of persevere through all of that and, be the goalie that we've all seen her be, it's a really exciting time for her. And I think it's very well earned, and just to be able to stick through. It's hard. I mean, it's a hard 7 years of ups and downs. And to be rewarded with that, these last few games and her performance has been really exciting.
Thank you.
Elaine Shercliffe, please.
Elaine Shercliffe of Grace by Sports. This first question is for Kendall. This has been a kind of a long season for you because it started way before the season started. You were involved with the CBA, now you're captain. If you had a chance to really soak in and enjoy every moment of this historical season.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I think, the one thing you didn't mention will be the highlight of my year, no matter what, is giving birth to my son 10 months ago. Yeah, it's been a very special year for many, many reasons. And I'm just so thankful and honored to be a part of this group. And yeah, I think, we're in the thick of it right now. I know people will say that a lot as new parents too, but we're in the different kind of thick of it in the middle of this playoff run. And, we know we have a little more than a week left of the season, no matter what day is it, you guys? Is it a week? What day is it? I don't know, whatever it is, week and a half, whatever it is till the final. But yeah, it's gonna be a year to look back on. I think it's hard to reflect in it while we're still in it, but I know, when it's all said and done and we go our separate ways for the summer, it'll be a season to look back and one to remember forever for sure.
Yeah. And then follow up for you again, Kendall, is I did want to ask about your family. I just didn't know if you wanted to talk about it or but how is that as a new mother when you get to have to be on the road, but then you also get to share these moments with your child? Like, how has that been for you this year?
Oh yeah, it's been so special, and I'm thankful for the support that I've received from the league to be able to have a nanny on the road, to have my own room so that he can be in his room when I need to rest. The nanny's flight is paid for, meals, hotel, it makes it feasible for sure. And then obviously the support of our team, and I think you can see the little smiles on the other three faces just in the meal room this morning, everyone saying hi to him and just grabbing a bag when help is needed, or just holding him if they see me in a little bit of a panic situation. It's been an unbelievable year in that regard as well. Just I think knowing what's possible, seeing what's possible, and doing what's possible, these last 10 months.
C. Benwell, please.
Thank you. C. Benwell from GameDay Hockey. The first question is for Coach. Troy Ryan spoke very positively about the adjustments that you made as the series went on against their team. And, that's something that you need to do over a 5-game series. Can you just tell us a little bit about what that was like for the first time in the league this year, playing that series?
Yeah, well, I mean, we kind of said from the get-go that it was going to take, winning a series it's a unique thing because it's you're playing against the same player shift after shift, night after night. There's not a lot of, it's tough travel. There's not a lot of rest time, and it's every other day is game day. So for us, we just really tried to, stay together, keep our group together. We shuffled lines here and there, and but we always still, play the right way. Have our group support each other. Obviously, Maddie was a rock star for us, but a lot of our, we had different players step up at different times in the game itself. Like, so it's kind of the game within a game. But I just thought our players did an outstanding job of being able to stay calm in the moment and make plays when they needed to make plays.
Thank you. And then just a follow-up for the players on that same note. When you do play a team consecutively, is there conversation amongst yourselves, either in the room or even on the bench as the games are going on, that you're seeing things that you need to make adjustments?
Lee, do you want to take that one?
Yeah, sure. Like Coach said, it's there's so much time playing the same team. We haven't done that necessarily before. And so you're always making adjustments. You're learning the players, learning the lines. Obviously they're changing things too over the series. And so you're trying to pick up what you need to pick up. But at the end of the day, it was about us and what we needed to do. And so that's where we tried to keep our focus.
Thank you.
Take next question from Jeanette.
Hi, Jeanette Sterner from Twin Cities Pages. So we just heard from Coach Kessel on saying the way to stop Minnesota is to slow them down in transition and be physical. Just wanted to hear your response to that.
Yeah, I mean, there's it's the way the game is played. It's a physical game, so I think I would say Toronto is arguably one of the most physical teams in the league, and I thought our players did a great job of matching that physicality and giving it back as much as we had to take it, and it was good. We expect a physical series from Boston as well. We played them multiple times. Had some overtime games with them, tight games. We expect another really good tight series, and we'll just make sure that we're ready to play the way that we can play, and obviously we know they have a good team over there, but right now we're just kind of focused on us and the way we need to play and get ourselves prepared for tomorrow night.
Great. And then just one follow-up. Scoring first proved to be the key in this last series with Toronto. How do you plan to get the momentum and then keep it early and continue it?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely easier playing when you have the lead. So there wasn't a tremendous amount of goals scored in our series, and I'm kind of hopeful that we can get a few more goals early in the games. I think that would definitely help us. But like I said, we expect a tight checking game. We're comfortable winning 1-0 though, and that's where we have to be because we know everything's going to be tight.
Thank you.
Next question from Renault, please. Renault, I don't hear anything from your mic. I know you're unmuted.
Oh, sorry. Do you hear me now?
Yes, go ahead, please.
Hey guys, Renaud for Sur la Bande. So this is a follow-up question on physicality for the players this time. We saw against Montreal like how physical, how intense Boston can be. How are you guys feeling ready for that? And how are you getting prepared for a physical team like that?
Kelly, do you want to start?
Yeah, I can start with this. I think, with the physicality, it's been an adjustment all year for every player in the league. I think for our group, it's balancing our speed and getting those bumps first, being ready to take a hit, being ready to make a play through it. I think that's something we've all adjusted to throughout the playoffs, like taking that hit to make a play and continue on battling. So Boston is physical. But I think we can match that and then also bring that pace. It'll get us off on the right foot.
Next question from Alex.
Alex Walthy from the Hockey News. This question's for Ken. Of course, Abby Bureen played a great Series 1, but now she's not going to be eligible in the final, of course. How will you go about adjusting your lineup with such significant of a loss?
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, it's not just one player that we're kind of relying on. Obviously Abby played great for us. It was nice to get her into the 5 games, but we knew that was going to come, and we've had other players stepping up all year. So she's had to do 2 other 5-game segments where she was in, and she's a good player for us. There's no question. But we have other really good players that step up when she's not in and can fill that role as well. So for me, it's just an opportunity for other players to be able to step up and earn their ice time and do a good job for the team, which I know they're all excited about doing.
And then just one quick question for Kelly. The power play scored 2 goals in Game 5, came up huge. What is it like for you, I guess, for the confidence seeing the power play finally, finish on their chances?
Yeah, sometimes it's a matter of a bounce, and I think that was, at least for the first goal, we got a good bounce off that point shot. But I was kind of joking about it after the game. Like I think we had 4 power play goals maybe all year, and we got half as many in one game at the right time. But I think our groups of the power play recommitted to, again, like Coach has said all press conference, playing the right way and doing the right things, and keep trusting that the looks are going to produce. And when you have that positive energy, and I think the special teams were a big point of emphasis for us after the last 5 games of the regular season. So to get a turnaround when we needed it most in those areas was huge.
Thank you.
Tyler, please.
Coach Klee, one of the lines that I was really looking at getting ready for this series was the line that really contributed offensively. It's one of your depth lines, the third line of Shepherds, Krisova, and there in Budarak. Of course, Budarak scored the game winner there in double overtime. Talk about the importance of not just that line, but having depth players that step up in the playoffs. Obviously, it's always needed.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's nothing more exciting. That's what, before we started, I kind of told the girls that, hey, if you're happy with your season, that's great. Continue on, keep your confidence. If you didn't have a season that you were kind of hoping to have, playoffs is a whole new start. So I think Liz Shepard is a gamer. I mean, she's going to show up in big games. She's a smart hockey player. I was hoping that she would step up. We need her to step up, and she did. So it was really a big boost for us. And Denisa is a heck of a player. She takes a pounding. She's physical for us. She plays in the tough areas, and it's exciting to watch. And obviously for Claire to score, the double OT winner is a special moment, for sure.
Thanks, Coach. And a quick follow-up here for Kendall. You know, the conversation going into the season was, hey, we're going to see Team USA players versus Canadian or Team USA teammates and whatnot, national teammates going at it during the regular season. But, you know, when the championship is on the line here, how tough is it going to be, or will it even be tough to go up against players like Hillary Knight and Megan Keller, players that you've gone in the trenches with at World Championships and Olympics too?
Yeah, it'll be tough going against them because they're great hockey players, but in terms of the spirit of competition, it won't be tough at all. Obviously, we have the utmost respect for each other. We love each other as teammates when we do have the same jersey on. But at the end of the day, we know we're all competing for the same Walter Cup, and you know that's how I expect the series to go.
Thank you both.
Rachel, you can go ahead, please.
Following up on that question, I'd like to ask Kelly, how does it affect the game to know so much, to know so intimately these players on the other team that you have played with on national teams in big situations? What does that add to the matchup in the finals? Does it provide any particular kind of emotion or give you any kind of an edge when you know these players so well?
Yeah, I think it's kind of a wash just because it goes both ways. I think tendencies across the league, like you can learn them pretty quickly, especially with how frequently we play each team. And, you know, with a player like Hillary Knight, you know that she has a knack for scoring big goals. So in these big games, you know, she's maybe one player to watch, but they have players up and down their lineup that, you know, that can provide energy in a lot of different ways as well. So I think like Kendall said, we know them really well, but I think they know us. And at the end of the day, we want to win. Like, I don't care who I'm playing against. I want to beat them. And I know that feeling is shared by our entire group as well. So I expect even though it's two American teams, a lot of American players, I expect it to be equally as chippy and feisty as the last two series were for both teams.
Great. Thank you.
Tyler, did you have a follow-up?
Nope, sorry, I just forgot to put my hand down.
Go ahead, please, C.
Hi, thank you. I just wanted to ask maybe the others about Kendall's leadership, having had the chance to interview her a couple of times here, the resolve and the determination that she showed when she spoke to me was just incredible to see. And I'm sure that carries through the team. Can you just speak a little bit about what that leadership has meant?
Yeah. It's hard to put, it's hard to describe Kendall. She is everything she seems to be and more. She is really the reason I think we're all here. I don't think this league exists without her. And then to get to be on a team with her again, it's a very special, she creates a very special group just with her work ethic, on and off the ice, the way she handles any situation that comes up and the way she fights and battles for her teammates. She hates when we talk about her, but we love talking about her because she really is as special as she seems, and we're very grateful to have her here.
Thanks. And not to put Kendall on the spot, but then for you, I mean, it would be a complete full circle moment like we've described, from the birth of your son to helping start this league to possibly winning this championship. Could you tell us a little bit in your imagination what that might be like if you can visualize it? Thank you.
Thank you, Lee. Just to echo Lee's comments, I think, you know, there's three people on this call. There's three people that wear letters on their jerseys for Minnesota, and while that entire room is filled with winners, filled with leaders, I think it's shown throughout this series, whether players are speaking up, stepping up. It just shows how special of a group we are, and I'm so honored to be a part of this leadership group. And many may not know I wasn't actually in market right away, and I will say everything was new. And there was a big load to carry, with everything being new, and Kelly and Lee really set the tone and have continued to set the tone, but as leaders in this room from the very beginning when I was not back from my maternity leave. But to your question, yeah, there would be a surreal moment, but I know it's a moment we need to work very hard for, and we can only look at it one game at a time. And we're going to leave here Toronto very soon and focus on what we need to do tomorrow night, and can't really look any farther past that.
Thank you and good luck.
Thanks.
We'll wrap with just maybe an additional thought, if you will, Kendall, to represent your team and be the first to embrace and hoist the Walter Cup and a trophy of its significance and launching its legacy. Your thoughts on that potential opportunity?
Yeah, it's an incredible opportunity that we've worked very hard for from the start of training camp in November when we got into market all the way up until now. It hasn't been a straight line. It hasn't been a perfect season, but we've embraced the imperfections of this season to get us to where we are. And yeah, it would be such an honor. But like I said before, we can't look past game one, and that job, we get to start that job tomorrow night in Boston.
And we can't wait to see that job start, and certainly are grateful for all the moments you've provided along the way. Our congratulations to PWHL Minnesota on advancing to the finals. Coach Klee, Kendall, Lee, Kelly, thank you for your time and thoughtfulness this morning. Puck drops tomorrow, 5 o'clock Eastern at the Tsonga Center in Lowell, Massachusetts.